Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond imagination. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented and fabulous? Who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve this world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that those around you won't feel insecure. You are meant to shine as children do. You are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within you. It is in everyone. And as you let your light shine, you unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As you are liberated from your own fears, your presence automatically liberates others. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's words have motivated and inspired me since the day I discovered them. When I found them, I knew more than anything the realization that I wanted to facilitate young people to experience, but more importantly, to believe. Fortunately for myself, I found an organisation that was extremely like-minded, an organisation that embraces the philosophy of walking with as guests in the lives of those people that we work with and for. Dale Murray, the Director of Youth Plus, has found that some 60,000 young Australians are currently engaged in flexible or alternative education, with some further thousands possibly disengaged from learning altogether. He states that the nation faces a complex challenge to fulfil one of the essential goals of the Melbourne Declaration on Educational Goals for Young People. That is, a commitment to action to improving learning outcomes for Indigenous youth, disadvantaged youth, especially those from low socioeconomic backgrounds. This challenge is real. We're here today in this community because people here saw a need. There were and are young people that are disengaging because of the complexities of their lives. Homeless young people in the juvenile justice system, young people with mental health illness or family members with mental health illness, among many other complexities, all with the common predominant factor of being marginalised from mainstream education environments. I wanted to share this story because there are so many beautiful young people out there with so much to offer. And as a community, it's our responsibility to be a part of change, a change that acknowledges that every individual is unique and has something valuable to offer this world. We are being a part of this positive change. Common ground that's created by all participants, fostering the 4 principles, allows people to prosper. Relationships are at the core of what we do and are based on a respect for personal dignity and a recognition of difference. Common ground principles of respect, honesty, safe and legal and participation are not radically new words to anyone, nor to any school philosophy or motto. But what I think makes them different is the value that the people, the staff, the young people and their families have for the meaning of these words. We understand that to be true to the 4 principles means to let go of social norms such as being an adult demands respect. Being an adult makes the authoritarian approach acceptable. Being an adult means that we have to have all the answers and are responsible for finding all of the solutions. Operating by the principles means that every individual, staff or young person are accountable for their behaviours. It's about negotiating and providing experiences for people to discuss issues and find resolutions. It's about hearing people's stories and knowing that everyone has a story and it shapes the way that we see and interact with the world. It's really beautiful when you hear young people supporting others saying things like, "You don't know what's happened for them today." They really get it, often a lot more than others. This place is more than a space for academic learning. It's about relationships and well-being. We are a community, and for many, we're seen as family. For some, we're the only safe and consistent place they have to go. I'll never forget walking down into the car park, and there was a young person and he was slouched against the wall and his eyes were down. He'd been with us for a number of years and he had a complex story, and I asked him how he was going and he said, "It feels weird having people care about me. I've never had that before. It feels strange, funny, sad." Yeah. But what an amazing moment. He realised that he mattered. Our mission is to stand in solidarity with people at the margins, to provide experiences and opportunities to liberate us from the chains of limitations, whether that be poverty, generational unemployment, disability, and we know there are so many more. We achieve this by truly standing in solidarity, not in judgment. We are constantly working in what we call the grey, where there are no right or wrong answers, and there's no rule that can be applied to every situation. On a daily basis, our beliefs, our values, the things that we hold on to guide how we live our life are challenged. And more to the point, we're challenged as to why we have those beliefs. It is the seemingly small discussions that we have with young people that we have to consider quite deeply, because it is through these that we are building integrity. The young people will constantly challenge us. Why does Johnny get a lift home and not I? As adults, we make a decision and we justify it. We can share this with the young people, but is that enough? Should they be a part of this decision-making process? Are we being true to common ground? The young people have a great sense of justice. Earlier this year, our staff team grew from 4 to 12 people. After everyone had met, a young person approached me and said, "Shouldn't we have had some say in who gets to work here?" He was quite shocked that all these people had been employed without their consultation. It was great. He was taking common ground to the next level. Was he right? Could they have had some say? With all our good intentions, are we holding the young people back with the barrier of we're the adults and we have responsibility? And the questioning begins. But we only have to turn to our 4 principles of respect, honesty, safe and legal, and participation and ask ourselves, are we operating by the principles? It also should be noted that there's a difference between being an authority and being a leader. We owe it to our young people to be leaders and role models. Earlier this year, during a staff process, we were grappling with the school culture after an influx of new young people who were also grappling with the 4 principles. And a mentor said, some young people will have to learn how to accept respect, how to take being respected before they can give respect. Wow. I'd never thought, and I definitely never heard that before. You often hear, I deserve respect. Or I've shown you some respect, so you should show me some respect. But have we stopped to consider, do we all know how to accept respect from another? We are a rural community, and no different to any other, we face disadvantages. A United Care study on disadvantage for Queensland in 2010 shows that the Wide Bay Burnett region in which Gympie sits ranks the highest level of relative socio-economic disadvantage for Queensland. It also shows that the average is considerably lower than that of Brisbane, highlighting the relationship between remoteness and relative disadvantage. And this is but one challenge. As we move towards positive change, our focus is on building partnerships with the Gympie community and working together with a shared vision that we are all meant to shine. Thank you.